This is Replicant Fish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Hope you're doing well, having a good week. Now before I begin, I just want to say I make videos in the hopes of you men listening understand. Indeed, even if you disagree. So long as you understand what I am saying. So long as you get my points, you see where I am coming from. Good. Thus, my videos are made in that way. Now to make this point, do I expect women to understand my content? And what I'm saying? What I'm talking about? The points I make? No. Do I want them to? No. Do I need them to? No. Don't laugh. In other words, I need not that validation, on or off the internet. It's the same thing. But so long as my words help, inspire, even if only entertain you bastards, then I feel my job is done. I feel as if I have actually done something, even if only to make you feel the slight better about your damn self. But enough fish waffling. I have an interesting article here about the wall, the undefeated, ever-living wall. Now this is not to be insulting. This is more to make a point to you men for you to understand, though you understand already. But this point is coming from a woman. These are things you've heard before, but the context is so intriguing. From refinery29.com by Shania Silver, and this one's from last year. Am I single because I'm old? Interesting. Now there's a brief poem here which reads, and I thought I'd live forever, but now I'm not so sure. You try to tell me that I'm clever, but that won't take me anyhow or anywhere with you. By Lisa Loeb from the poem Stay from 1994. Interesting, somewhat tragic, but just another story, another brick in the wall. Pink Floyd. In June of this year, I turned 37, so she's about a year older than I am. I was born in the summer of 1982 when Ronald Reagan was president and all phones had cords. I was a teenager in the 1990s, and therefore first on the scene in the ASL chat rooms of yore. I paved the way for more modern involvements of internet interaction, such as this very comment section below. You're welcome. But now I'm in a world of swipe for polyamory sex, skincare that's trying to pickle me into preservation, and men in the wild who seem to look through me like I'm Devon Sawa's animated character in Casper. Damn. So in other words, she's being ghosted heavily, as in men aren't looking at her at all, as if she's not there. Oh, that's so sad. All of it seems to scream, am I too old to be single? Don't laugh, fish, don't laugh. I should be partnered by now. For heaven's sake, I don't need external validation of that truth. I'm well aware of how much less tolerance for the niceties of the dating world that I used to. I don't attribute that to saltiness. Are you sure? Seriously. From overexposure, I just think wisdom comes with age. Yeah, as you would know. And this song and dance was always pretty disappointing. I should be writing humorous essays about how to retain one's individuality while being married right now. She can't do that, can she? You don't think I know that? Yeah, I do think you know that. I'm not suited to the dating world anymore because I finally smell a rat. Indeed, I actually understand. You know, it's called the dating pool, and one would think said pool is filled with fish. You know, fish, dateable fish. But many times you reach your hand in, you end up pulling back a rat, just a dirty swamp rat, you know. And some end up marrying the swamp rat. But seriously, just making her point from a male perspective. Yeah, you think you're picking up chicks, you end up picking up rats. Let's carry on. I remember the first time I felt like I'd passed into the realm where lying about one's age was a thing. I didn't want to do it. I felt like it was going to make me tired. How long am I going to have to do the math in my head? Who am I going to have to remember thinks I'm 31? The ones who believed you? What year was I born in? The rooster? The rats? I can't, sorry. And that coy shit? Okay, she does seem somewhat bitter. Well, let's carry on. And that coy crap where you just never tell anyone how old you are. I get that. It's literally nobody's business. But in my line of work, I like to give other women a point of reference and connection. Oh, she's 37 and happily single. Maybe I can look into that. I own my age, is what I'm saying. Or trying to convince yourself of? I wonder. What I want to make sure of is that my age never owns me. I want to make sure that I never see myself decreasing in value. Oh my God, monstrous men, horrible, monstrous men who make women feel bad as if they decrease in value with age. My God, men are horrible. Decreasing in value or marketability because I'm getting older. Okay, now obviously as men, many men would find, let's say, a 27-year-old more appealing than a 37-year-old. It's not just a shallow man thing, no, come on. By nature, the subconscious need to reproduce would make men naturally be attracted to a younger, hotter, more in shape, more gravity-defiant woman. Indeed. That's wrong. I always want to love the age I'm in.
Bullshit.
And see all the positives that come along with every phase of my life. I'm a woman with a soul and a personality and life experience. Well, she does have life experience. You know, one of the three. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. You know, it was low-hanging fruit. I couldn't help myself. Not a late model Toyota rolling off the lot. You know, well, maybe something more vintage, but no, joke again. Let's carry on. I know the mindset I want, but retaining it is a trick or two. And here is a juicy bit. This bit here is quite juicy. There have been some pretty painful moments, especially in my mid-30s, where age has been a factor in ways it never was before. Ways that make me feel terrible, and above all, helpless. Seriously, what do you do when a guy finds out how old you are and you can see him physically recoil? Back, woman, back! Ye be too old, back, woman, back! No, I'm joking. I'm gone too far, I'm joking. Physically recoil, suddenly directing his conversation into his beer in one-word response format? Oh, that is so sad. What do you do when you turn 30 and notice an instantaneous drop in matches through online dating? Damn, true story. I turned 30 and suddenly my matches dried up like her eggs. I'm joking, again, it's a joke. Low-hanging fruit. Like an open can of Play-Doh. I dropped my age back to 29 and the matches came back. There's a word for that.
Bullshit.
Oh man, damn. Now yes, of course, she would say it is bullcrap. Now yes, of course, she would say it is bullcrap. That she's no longer as appealing as she once was, which is something every woman will go through. The thing is, I'm the same age as this woman. The difference is, I get more attention now than I did when I was in my 20s. You know, which at first seems confusing, but then when you understand, a large number of women like older men, and many men hit their prime later in life. Yes, some of you younger bastards listening, understand, you have not yet even peaked. Some of you are trying to date women in their prime, being your age. But understand, as a man, not all of us, but many of us, reach our prime later. We mature, become more confident, hopefully more financially secure. Then many men in their 30s and 40s, even 50s, end up banging as many 20-year-old chicks as they want to. You know, that's not the point. Smashing is not the point. I'm just making the point. More the reason for you as a man to focus on the life you're building. Women are always going to be there. They're not going anywhere. For you to lose yourself, pining, orbiting any one of them is a waste of your life. You are surrounded by more than you can handle. The point is, understand your value. The value is in you, not in her or what's between her legs. No, the value is in you. Understand it and see it. See how to use time to your benefit. Let time be a benefit and not a hindrance. You know, some get bitter and age like cheese, whereas some become more distinguished, more content, more tranquil. They become less dull and sometimes less cheesy. Well, unless you're a man that's a fine wine who tells cheesy jokes, yeah, like Replicant Fish. Yeah, I know. In other words, stay sharp, focus, observe. Remember, the world is yours. Have a nice day.